Alright guys, so your heat doesn't work. What can you do? You don't want to go to a mechanic, he's going to hit you with a big bill. Sometimes the problem is this small. The problem is 1 cup of antifreeze, alright? So if your heat does not work, guys, right over here, let me bring you closer. Alright, so right here, you have the radiator cap. Sometimes there's not enough antifreeze in the system. The hottest heat on the car works is the engine heats up, the antifreeze goes into the system. When it heats up, when the antifreeze gets hot, it gets circulated back to cool off. But the same antifreeze, which we call the water, goes inside your car. There's a small component about that size. It's called a heater core. Hot antifreeze goes in, then your blower motor blows air on it to give you hot air. But if you don't have enough antifreeze in the system, your system is going to be nice and cool over here to keep the engine at the perfect amount of temperature. But inside, it's not going to reach, alright? You might have a mild warm air. That could be only a little bit is getting in there. But do yourself a favor. You take this cap, make sure your car is nice and cold. You twist it, just like that. And you should be seeing antifreeze. If you don't see antifreeze, alright, it's gonna spill a little bit, that's alright. If you don't see antifreeze, buy a gallon of antifreeze. This is pink, made for Toyota. Top it off. If it takes about half a gallon, you had a problem that it was low on antifreeze. Alright guys, do that. And also check your reservoir. I want to show you a couple of more things, alright, before we end this video. You're going to see pipes going all the way in there. I'm going to take this camera and the light and I'm going to show you the 2 heater core pipes that go in there. They both should be nice and hot, right? If they're both cold, you have a bad heater core, or you will not have enough antifreeze going in. If one is hot and one is cold, that means hot antifreeze is trying to go in, but it's not circulating. You have a clogged up heater core. You know that little stuff they give you, you put into the system that stops the leak? What that does is it clogs up the fins of that heater core, the little pipes, that's what I'm calling fins. They're very tiny. When you put dirt and stuff, it's just a pretty much metal that made to look like a dirt. It's gonna block those little lines and you're not gonna have a circulation. It's a bad idea. Never put that thing in there, right? So let me take this camera and I'm gonna show you the pipes. So before showing you the pipes, right down here we have water pump. So what the pump does is it builds the pressure to push everything, all right? So the job of this pump is, the water pump is to circulate the antifreeze, push it, build pressure to go in. We also have a thermostat down here. If your thermostat locks open, you're not gonna have that thermostat's supposed to block the antifreeze and let it get hot. It's supposed to only open up when it reaches above normal temperature, and then it circulates the antifreeze back into the radiator to cool off. But anyways, right down here, that pipe right here that I'm about to touch right there with the clamp on is a heater core pipe. A lot of cars have pipes right here. You can see 2 plastic pipes going in, and then you will have 2 metal pipes just like those. That's for the AC. That goes to the AC evaporator. This goes straight into your heater core. So there's 2 pipes, 1 pipe in the bottom, 1 on the top. This is a Toyota Camry. So this is what happens here is antifreeze goes in, antifreeze comes back out. So it's supposed to be hot and the other one's supposed to be hot as well, but depending on how much you use the heat, if your heat is working, it's supposed to cool off because you sucked all the heat and created heat inside. But if one is hot, the other one is cold, and you have no heat, pretty much it's clogged up or you don't have enough antifreeze. So it could be simple as this. You don't have enough antifreeze in the system, guys. just add some antifreeze. Now we're gonna go inside. Going inside the car. All right, here we are. Inside the car, guys. Right here, you have a climate control. Right here, you have the red area is for the heat. So if you put this on heat and you have the car running, and also if you put the blower motor on and you're not getting any heat coming out of here, you could have one trouble. There's a blender which turns to hot and cold. If you're getting cold air here and you have the AC on and it's cold, and then you turn it to hot, just like that, it's not cold anymore, and at the same time it's not hot but it's warm, meaning that door did open to the heat side, but there's something that's not creating heat. What you can do is you could take your gas pedal, rev the engine up to like 25 RPM. When the temperature is nice and hot of the car, when the needle goes more than a little bit close to halfway, that means you have enough heat in the system. And if your system starts to get hot, either your heater core is clogged up or you don't have enough antifreeze. All right, so check your antifreeze. Number one, guys, check your antifreeze. What you're doing by pressing this is you're causing the system to, the pump to work so fast, it's gonna push the antifreeze so much. If you're low on the antifreeze, it's gonna push it into the heater core, and it's gonna try to push it through the heater core if it's blocked. All right, you might clear up that heater core, right guys? So try these things, and please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, your heat is not working, please send me a message and I will get back to you. All right, so try those things. Before anything, simple steps: check your antifreeze, rev the engine, check the pipes, and put the heat on. Feel it. Is it getting cold on cold? Is it getting hot on hot? Simple, guys. You could save thousands of dollars. All right, if you go to the mechanic, he tells you a heater core, you have to dismantle all this. You probably just don't have enough Freon in the system, guys. So thank you, subscribe, and bye bye, guys.